So we have two methods for turning the bottom of this thing. We can screw a set of coal jaws onto a chuck, and then with this piece, since it's got the curved lip, we'd want to expand it. Okay. And compared to a vacuum chuck, these things aren't quite as good.
Slow.
What's that?
It's a lot slower.
It's a lot slower. But what you can do then is you can use some, I'll use some packing tape sometime, that stuff with the fiber in it to hold a piece on if I just need to do something on the bottom. Or, this is kind of the low-tech method. We put a waste block on and we shape it so it fits the inside of our piece. And, this waste block was a whole lot bigger when we first started using it.
I thought you were making a hat.
And we use that thing all the time, so it keeps getting smaller. But it's about time for a new one. So normally I put a paper towel in here so I don't scratch up the inside of my piece that I've sanded and put finish on already, but I'm going to skip that step because I don't have sanding. I haven't sanded it yet. And I have the little center dot still marked. You don't need to zoom in. Okay. Have the little center dot marked. So I'll be able to bring my tailstock up. Actually,
Let's just go sit down. He can just keep waiting stuff to the car.
I brought.
I'm sorry?
I brought a different live center with me today. The one that comes with these lathes is a little bigger. So I like to use this little skinny one. And they sell these here too. But I like to use this one because I can get closer with the tool, so there's less for me to have to chisel off. Now this thing's friction fit in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the lathe down slow and make sure that it's running. It looks like it's running pretty true. Look at that.
Doesn't happen every time.
Doesn't happen every time. It's good when it happens in a demo.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with this. If this piece is warped, I'm not working on this part of it. And typically the outside edge of your bowl will warp. Well, I'm not working on that part, so I don't care. As long as I can blend the part that I'm working on with the rest of it and then sand it, I'm good to go. Okay? So if your piece out here has a little bit of wobble in it, that's fine. You can't go back and cut it, but I can cut the rest of it and not worry about that. So I'm going to speed the lathe up. It's running true. And I'm going to start shaping the bottom of my bowl. I have a pretty good idea. I have a pretty good idea how thick the bottom of my bowl is. So I'm just nibbling away at the tenon because I don't need it anymore. And Can you zoom in on that, perhaps?
Go about halfway. Try about that.
Yeah, not down. So you can still see where the tenon is. How did you trick the focus?
You have to pan over to the end.
There you go. So you can still see where the tenon was. And what I'm doing is I'm nibbling away at it, just a little at a time. And then I'll come back and I'll blend, you know, the tenon with the bottom of the bowl.
You're getting sleeve.
Something dry. So now it's just a matter of kind of going back and forth and blending those surfaces. And my bowl at this point is probably 90% done, 95% done, so I want to take really light cuts. Okay?
And sneak up on it, Emory.
Sneak up on it, yeah. What?
Nothing, the focus is.
Okay. Let's stop it, we'll take a look at it. Alright. So I would take a couple more cuts just to kind of blend. I have some tool marks in here, and I would get rid of those, and then I would sand this piece, and let's see. It's still a little thick. What I would do is I take a chisel. We got another thing. Take a chisel and a mallet, and I don't need them right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this back on. And I would chisel away the bottom of this. Actually, don't do that. And I want to nibble away at this. See how that thing broke? It broke off and it tore a little bit of the grain there. I'm high of the surface at this point, so I'm good. Okay. If you start down even with the surface of the wood and it tears it like that, it's a lot of sanding.
Butterflies aren't as valuable there.
Yeah. And I have the grain lined up this way. So this is a little flap wheel sander. And I'll pass this around. It's got just a bunch of little pieces of sandpaper. You put it in a drill and sand the bottom of that. The rest of it, you know, the rest of it all the way to here is sanded on the lathe. The last little bit is sanded with this, so I don't have to do really any hand sanding.